Hello, everyone. This is Roxas1359, joined with
Fizz. What's up, everyone?
Yep, I brought Fizz on for the Crusader tournament. Now that we have finished Planet Orxon, which I still am confused about why it's in the Shadow Sector, we are now going to be taking on our second exterminator, Reactor. Yep, and we should be having a cutscene.
Dreams come bigger than life, and passions run wild in the streets. Baby,
I'm not your baby.
One psychotic killing machine dare to reach for the...
He looks like Optimus Prime.
This holiday season, Vox
Sort of.
brings you
I can
the
see it.
heartwarming true story.
Like Michael Bay.
Bayformers don't remind me of those.
Yeah. I'm sorry I reminded you of that.
You're pathetic. Get out of my sight.
To spectacular success as a homicidal sports superstar.
I'm glad I blew her up in the last game.
I love you, Reactor.
I think everyone was.
Always there for you.
She apparently lived.
The dream. Live the legend.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's a cutscene in the game that says apparently she was recovering, so that's me going, I didn't finish the job.
No. I vaguely remember
Then again,
this game. It's been so long.
now that I think about it, actually, out of all the villains, there's only been one of the main villains who's ever actually died. Two, technically, in the future series, but I don't want to spoil that.
Ratchet, I know you're busy with the fighting and the jumping and the hurting,
But
I have a new bot upgrade for you.
why, thank you, Al. Yep, after every single tournament, you're going to have a new bot upgrade, and you're also going to have a new wrench upgrade, so make sure you grab them. Fizz, just to get you up to speed on what difficulty I'm playing on, I am playing on what is known as Exterminator difficulty. Not Exterminator, I'm playing on Heroic difficulty, which is the second hardest difficulty, which means I am pretty certain all this armor that I'm wearing is just cosmetic.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I will get two-shot by a lot of enemies.
Yes, you will.
This is also the part in which I was unfortunately not able to save all the audio. Hence the title of this.
Oh no, the audio.
Yep. What ended up happening was this was as much audio as I could save, which was rather surprising, seeing as how before I couldn't say it was practically nothing when I would put it in an editor. So an hour and 47 minutes isn't too bad, I suppose.
No.
Right. So now my bots have a nice Elysium paint job, entirely cosmetic. So what do I have about my rank?
Your rank is satisfactory. Allow my emotional protocol to invoke surprise.
Yay! And do you notice a little agent named Agent Zero on there?
I do.
Do you know who that's from?
What was it? It was the Clank spinoff, right?
No. And this was all the audio I was able to save. Whoa. Alright. This was the first mission. The first mission was the Hunter Mine Launcher. You're put up here and you have to do 5 rounds. It froze for a bit, and that was as much as I was able to save it. Whoa, why is it freezing again? I guess it might have frozen a little bit more than I had thought.
Freezy.
Because, just to give an explanation of what I was doing, what ended up happening for this was I had to run this through a converter. And this was what would happen is every time I put it in the converter, excuse me, it only get to 99%.
Oh.
And I left it there, I think, for an hour and a half, and it never went past 99%. And that is all because of something we're going to be seeing in the next episode, actually. All because of one thing. This entire session ended up getting screwed up. So what I ended up doing was I ended up finding the official soundtrack for this game, and I got what would be playing, the music that would be playing during this mission. If I was truly OCD and insane, I would input every single sound clip into this, but I don't have that much time to do that.
Well, yeah, because...
That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I could have tried to replay it, but I honestly did, but my practice file was way too different from everything else that I honestly couldn't, and I couldn't get all the cutscenes to replay, so that's where I was just left with this. I'm surprised I managed to save this much at all. Meanwhile, I'm getting shot to shit by these lasers, which can go fuck right off, because they can two-shot me, just like everything in this goddamn game.
Yeah, that's the one thing I didn't like about Deadlocked. was that, especially when you're not prepared,
Yeah, especially
when you don't have certain upgrades. Because I remember I did one where I upgraded one of my guns, and it turned out, instead of my wrench, and it turned out that it was the gun that I upgraded was absolutely useless against those things.
Was it the Dual Raptors?
Yes, it was.
I thought so. I always find that the best one to put for that is impact mods and speed mods, because the faster you can shoot, the more damage you can do. But then you have the problem of, you don't have much ammunition to kill the later enemies. And right here, I am just going nuts because I am one shot from dying.
Yeah, I mean, I was at a point in the game where it's like, well, I could upgrade my wrench.
But I could
Or I could upgrade this that I might need later, that I might not have the experience points now for. So I just doubled down and just went, fuck it, I'll do the gun.
Alright, so now we are on this mission. What this mission is right here is Ratchet's Deadlocked collar has actually been set to explode. So what I have to do is I have to get to a certain area before
Oh, I
it explodes.
hated this one.
This one I actually didn't have too much of a problem with, for the most part. Like right now I am low on health, but with how I cheese this in the end, it's rather hilarious. So pretty much, same as always. If you could not tell, I actually have the cheat code on to change the HUD color to purple because, wah. And also, I have the Gangsta mod on.
Priorities.
Of course, that is the number one priority. I want to be a gangsta. Ratchet be a straight up G.
That is true. And Clank is his homie.
Oh, Clank. Well, the title of this game is Ratchet Deadlocked, not Ratchet and Clank Deadlocked.
Well, Clank is his homie regardless.
That is true. So meanwhile, I am jumping and...
His British homie.
True. I didn't... Is David K British?
Well, Clank has an slight British accent, so I don't know.
I don't think David K is British.
Whatever.
He's Megatron, don't you know?
I know, but doesn't matter.
No, not really. What does matter is me running for my life because I'm literally one shot from dying and everything wants to kill me. So bring out the Arbiter with my Bouncer mod. I have forsaken Napalm. I am sorry, Napalm enthusiasts.
I will say about the Ratchet and Clank games, they have the best weapons
Oh yeah,
in the game, in any game ever. And the people in second place is Resistance, but that's cheating.
because that's both by them.
Yes.
Alright, so right here, I know that that's going to lead to an ambush with all those crates. So what I do is, I get close enough to where I can do shield link in the node. And you might notice that the footage is a little bit different right here. That is because we're focusing on the original footage that didn't have the audio anymore. The stuff that wasn't converted. So what I ended up doing was, I ended up sending my bots there because for some odd reason the AI is programmed just to instinctively go after the bots first. Instead of me.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Reactor!
Ratchet, you look like a squirrel wrapped in tinfoil. I'm gonna take my time.
Why does that voice sound familiar?
It's the same person who actually voices Merc in the game, one of your bots.
Bring it.
Okay. Well, no, I just meant like the voice actor.
I forget his name, unfortunately. And unfortunately, I was unable to save the audio for this, but I felt like, you know what? I'm kind of tired of this grim, dark sort of thing, so let's go with some Ratchet and Clank 2 music on this one.
Works for me.
Now, Reactor, you need to watch out for. This guy packs a punch. No pun intended, because he literally tried to punch me.
Yeah.
Using the Hollow Shield launcher will save your life on this difficulty, and using things like the Hunter Mine Launcher and other things will work greatly as well. Because usually he follows up with doing a fast and rapid attack, and the problem with that attack is it has the ability to move faster than you do when you're strafing. So
Yeah, and if I remember right, that will also put a delay on when you can actually shoot again.
Yeah, you have a small frame of when you can actually start firing again, which is actually
which is actually enough to like screw everything up.
It's small enough for it to screw you up, but it's also so small enough that you don't really have much of an invincibility frame when you get hit.
No, that is true.
And that's something I hate personally. But Reactor, once you end up just start doing what I do and just go crazy with mines and explosives, he shouldn't be too hard. Watch out for the punch though, because that can really hurt a bit. Again, Hollow Shield Launcher is just a glorious thing to use. You can shoot up to 4 of them at a time, and they will save my life. At this point, though, I'm like, okay, I'm running out of things that are effective against him.
I remember spamming that thing constantly in boss fights.
Well, it's the best one, and the funny thing is, out of all of the Exterminators, I will honestly say this is probably the hardest one.
Yeah. Because I thought there was another one that I thought would be way harder than this guy, and he turned out to be like a piece of cake.
Was it the excavator or whatever it was, the next one? Giant bug?
Yes. Because when he came in, I thought, oh shit, I'm screwed. Because I didn't have much health left.
Yeah, in all honesty, he's not too bad, but at this point, I'm going, you know what? I want to beat him with my mace. And I'm taking a really ballsy move on this because he can kill me pretty fast. But there we go.
The mace is amazing.
Long live the Scorpion Flail. And with that, we are now Crusaders. And now we have unlocked some new planets. So let's see what we have unlocked that we get to go to. We get to go to the Valix Belt and Planet Torval, a toy factory.
I mean, what could possibly happen at a toy factory?
And I think that there's another cutscene right here, or there isn't. Yeah, I didn't add in the sound effect for that. I might add that in editing. But I added in the theme for here. Yeah, there's no other cutscene. So there we go. Now that we are a Crusader, just like before, we actually have access to the new planets, but we also have two or three, I believe it is 3, new Dread challenges. We also have the mini turret launcher right here, which is probably my least used weapon in the entire game, out of all of them.
Yes. And that is par for the core for Ratchet and Clank games. There will be one gun will you not use.
Well, normally in my case, because I usually go out of my way to 100% the game, so that would mean I'd have to use all the guns, but since this isn't a 100% run, I literally ignore it. In fact, I forget I have it for the most part. The mini turret launcher is pretty much the same thing as what the mini turret glove was in Ratchet and Clank 2 and 3, only a lot shittier.
Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about.
It's honestly, it has more of a range and it rapid fires a bit more, but I honestly think it's rather terrible. I don't use it. I will buy it, because the only weapon I won't buy in this is the Harbinger, but other than that, no, I'm not going to be using it at all.
When you do get to size matters, there will be one gun rule. You will ignore.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, because I used it once, and I was like, I have to use this gun in a boss battle, don't I? And turns out I really didn't.
Oh,
so,
I know which one you're talking about now.
Yeah, so I ignored it for the rest of the game after I got it. But I upgraded it anyways, because it required it.
Yeah, more or less. But with that, now, in the next episode, we're actually going to be going to see the challenges that we have unlocked and see the entire reason why this entire last 6 episodes have been nothing but post-commentary. So, we'll see you guys then.
Bye!